Now let's look at the second problem. In A, it asks us to find a probability that xt equals to 1. And when xt equals to 1, that means n is odd in 0 to t in this interval. The number of n is odd. So we need to calculate that k equals to 1, 3, 5, all the odd number. And I first calculated the even situation when k equals to 0, 2, 4, and etc. even numbers. And by subtracting it by 1, I can get pxt equals 1. So I do it. By applying the Taylor expansion, we have the following equation, and then so similar the Taylor expansion of e to the power minus omega at lambda t equals that expression, and then I can just add them together and divide it by 2. I can get the situation that k equals 2, 4, 0, 6, all the even numbers, and then subtracted it. And in B, it asks us to calculate the estimation of xt. And according to the definition of estimation, I think we need to times all the situation with their probability and add them together. So I did it, just as I written here. And in 3, it asks us to find autocorrelation function and just use the definition. And by use the definition, we need to solve a problem, because this is actually a situation asking us to calculate the product of x1t and x2t. So it will involve some kind of conditional probability, and just like what I written here, we can translate this situation like n is odd at t2 to t1 interval. We can translate it into the probability that given t2 equal xt2 equals 1, the probability of xt1 equals minus 1. And it also equals to given the probability given xt2 equals minus 1 and the probability of xt1 equals 1. And similarly, we can calculate the process of 4 situations and add them together by the products of the situation and the probability. And we will finally find out that it is equals to e to the power minus 2 lambda t1 minus t2. And indeed, it is not WSS because the estimation of xt is not a constant, which does not satisfy the first condition of WSS.